Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 mentality shifts about how to actually prepare for 2024. There are, of course, a number of videos circulating right now this time of year about setting resolutions. It is on everyone's mind, of course, because the collective is always thinking about setting resolutions at this time, and we're all influencing each other. And so you are probably at this point thinking about some resolutions and some things that you want to change, some things that you might want to do differently or approach differently in the new year. And in order for you to not fall into certain traps and not actually fall off the wagon, I have put together 5 points or 5 perspectives that you can adapt to actually accomplish certain goals that you set out for yourself and intentions that you are wanting to fulfill for yourself. So number one, the very, very first point I'm going to make is to actually not set resolutions. And I know this goes against what the norm is, but I am not setting any resolutions for myself for 2024, but rather I'm going to make commitments for 2024, which means I am going to commit to certain activities, to certain ways of thinking, to certain practices that are going to help provide clarity for me, that are going to push me in the right direction, that are going to absolutely line me up energetically, mentally, physically, and spiritually for the accomplishments that I am seeking, for the accomplishments that I'm looking to achieve in my life. So if there is anything that you are wanting to set a resolution for, because what are resolutions? Resolutions are things that you want to resolve, something that you want to change and improve upon, right? But if you already know that there are certain things that you need to improve upon, then instead of setting a resolution for it, which, by the way, statistics say that usually 90% of people actually fall off by the 3rd week of January when it comes to their resolutions. And this is why I'm saying to you, don't set a resolution because you're not going to commit to it. But instead, just make a commitment for a specific practice or to do a specific thing or a specific routine so that you can create momentum and get yourself moving in that direction and to build that momentum so that you can actually sustain it and keep it going. And when you are committing to something, you are actually truly committing to your own self-improvement. And this is why I say resolutions don't work, because resolutions are like this superficial, artificial commitment to improve ourselves. So instead of artificially committing, why don't you actually truly commit and say, you know what? I'm actually going to start right now, today, right in this moment of doing some of those things that I am resolving to do in the new year. So don't wait with anything that you are wanting to introduce into your life, but actually start doing those things now already so that they become normal, they become more comfortable, they become easier. Because the more you do something, the more you practice something, the better you get at it. And the better you get at it, the more confident you get. The more confident you get, the more likely you are to actually stick to it. Now, point number 2. Don't try your best when it comes to accomplishing certain things, but rather do what it takes to accomplish a certain thing. So when people say, and I 100% guilty, I used to say this all the time, well, I'm trying my best, or I'm doing my best. Doing our best is extremely emotional, a free pass that we give ourselves to say, well, I'm doing my best, and you're not doing your best, but it's kind of this excuse that we use so that we can get people off our backs, so that we can soothe ourselves and not, think about the things that we actually should be doing and are not doing. So rather than doing your best, which truly kind of means nothing, because if you really think about it, you are functioning at probably we're all functioning at probably like a 5 to 10% capacity to what we could be functioning at. Because when you do what it takes, that means you are willing to experience the pain. You are willing to experience the difficulty. You are willing to take that leap of faith. You are willing to do the hard shit that is required for you to actually accomplish the goal that you are seeking to accomplish. So stop trying your best and stop doing your best, and instead focus upon truly, wholeheartedly doing what it takes to accomplish all of the different things in your life that you are so capable of accomplishing, but haven't accomplished because you've just been doing your best. And like I said, I'm guilty of this too. So it's not like I'm preaching here to anybody. This goes for me too. These are my own personal realizations that I've had, that I need to stop saying that I'm doing my best and instead like really put myself in there, put myself into the discomfort and just do the shit that is required to really, really get to where I want to get. Point number 3, don't see how it goes, but rather set a deadline. This is also a mistake that I've made many times in the past, especially when it comes to New Year's resolutions and, things like that. So previous years, I used to set these resolutions and think to myself, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to commit in my mind, and then I'm just going to see how it goes. That's, again, not actually committing. So if you want to really make headway in a certain area of your life, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your physical fitness, maybe it's your diet and, reducing inflammation in the body, whatever it is, make sure that you're setting a deadline and you're saying to yourself, by this time, I am going to accomplish this. And you know why I'm going to accomplish this? Because I'm going to make the commitment to accomplish it. I'm going to do whatever it takes on a daily basis to accomplish it. And I'm going to accomplish it by this time. Do you see the power behind that? Do you feel how that comes from a very powerful place within rather than this like wishy-washy, well, I hope I can, and that kind of stuff. And I actually really dislike the word hope, because hope always, to me, and ever since I was a child, I've always felt like hope was this word that had the component of fear attached to it. And so I don't want to hope for things in life. I want to know things in my life. I know I'm going to accomplish this. I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. I know I'm going to change my diet. Instead of I hope. Do you see the difference? And there's just so much more power behind knowing versus hoping to accomplish something. So set yourself a deadline and say, by March 1st, I'm giving myself 8 weeks. By March 1st, and I'm starting right now today, I am going to have this amazing body, or I'm going to be 20 pounds lighter, 30 pounds lighter, whatever. It is doable. It's just that people are not willing to put in the effort, and they're not willing to do what it takes in order to actually get there. Weight loss doesn't need to take a year. It doesn't need to take 6 months, whatever. You can actually get in the best shape of your life really quickly if you make some big adjustments. Point number 4, don't do it because you need to, but do it because you want to see change. So anything that you start doing because you feel you need to do it is all the wrong reasons to do it. You shouldn't do anything because you feel you need to do it. You should do something because you are committed, because you are willing to do what it takes, because you're setting a deadline. All of these together will help to completely reformulate the way that you are thinking about goals and about accomplishing goals. This is truly a mindset shift, right? That's what it comes down to. If you want to see big change in your life, you got to make a big change within your mind, because your mind is the chatterbox going all day long, and your mind is the one guiding you with every thought, with every new idea that comes up, is constantly spewing things at you. So you have to take control of your mind and really make sure that you are aware of what your mind is saying to you and disrupting those certain patterns of like hopeful and wishful thinking and all of this. We can accomplish anything. You can accomplish anything in your life that you absolutely want to. If you get this right, you align your heart with it, and you are going to accomplish absolutely anything. So if you want to see change in your life and you want to see rapid change, make the commitment do what it takes, set yourself a time limit of when you are going to do it by, and go all in, like all in for a short period of time, and then see what that brings you. And do it because you want to see that change, because you're ready to see that change. And last but not least, the fifth point is don't allow comfort to get in the way. Oftentimes, and I know for me personally, comfort has been one of those things that I have chosen repeatedly over and over. And every time that I choose comfort, I notice myself slipping back, and I notice myself not going towards my goals, but away from my goals. So the more uncomfortable you can be, the more you can accept discomfort with accomplishing your goals, and knowing and accepting that, yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, I'm going to have to do things that are way outside my comfort zone. Yes, I'm going to have to do things that I have not done before and that I'm totally not used to, and that things that don't have the momentum quite built up yet. But if I go all in, like really all in for like 3 months with something, then 3 months from now, I could be in a completely different place, right? And that temporary discomfort is only temporary. It is truly temporary. So make friends with discomfort and allow yourself to be uncomfortable so that you can really move that needle ahead and really make some big changes in your life in 2024. 2024 is the year of the dragon. This is going to be a very powerful, very fast-paced year. That means a lot is going to happen in a very short amount of time. And a lot can also be accomplished in a very short amount of time. So if you use this energy to your advantage and you go all in and begin now, don't begin in January, begin now, and just start going all in every single day, all in, and doing the absolute most that you can do in a single day, you will see that by March or by April, you're going to have a completely new life. Because, thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. The year of the dragon is such a fiery, powerful year. 2024 is like this year of acceleration. It's a year of incredible change, huge impact as well. Like I'm getting impact energy. We all have the opportunity and the potential to make huge impacts on our lives and on the lives of others. So if you take advantage of this energy, which I'm already feeling, which is already ushered in and coming in at this time with this full moon that we just had, if you are really truly going to take advantage and power up, level up yourself, then you're going to accomplish huge things. You can make such dramatic changes in your life that otherwise potentially would have taken you way longer. So just know that the energy being as accelerated as it is for 24, being as powerful and as fiery and as awesome as it is for 24, is really it's like this massive push from the universe. And I felt the push already with this full moon. This is like divine intervention. And God is truly calling upon people that are willing to do the work, people that are willing to make the commitment, that are willing to do what it takes, that are willing to set a deadline, that are willing to do it because they want to see change, and they're willing to choose temporary discomfort for long-term gain. Okay? Those are the people that are being called upon at this time. And if you resonate with this message, and if you feel like you are one of these people, then 24 is going to be a fucking fantastic year for you. So don't give up. Absolutely don't set resolutions. Decide right now in your heart, actually, and in your mind. Decide, this is what this year is going to look like for me. This is how I'm going to accomplish it. Sit down, write a couple of notes out for yourself, journal about it, and write down what those things are that you are going to accomplish. This is what my bank account is going to look like. This is what my body is going to look like, etc., etc. And just take action, and you take action immediately, now. so that you can really have momentum already. Come January 1st, the energies are shifting. Mercury is going to turn direct, and it's like full on, like, let's go kind of energy. So let's take advantage of that. And like I said, if you feel like you are someone who is here to do more than just to be comfortable, if you are here to really truly experience life in a very thriving type of way, then this message is definitely for you. And if you are someone who is going to stick to the comfort zone and, just play in your little comfort zone, then just know that 24 isn't going to bring anything new for you. Then you're going to continue experiencing what you have been experiencing. So this is a little bit of a wake-up call. I know I'm being a little bit harsh right now, but it's just real talk. This is the reality of how you get shit done and how you actually move your life forward. So, and take this from somebody that has been, stagnating. I feel like I've been stagnating for quite a few years, and I haven't been stagnating. It's just I've been going through such a massive spiritual awakening, and I went through this dark night of the soul period, right? So for me, even though my mind wants to look at it as stagnating, I've actually been leveling up this whole time spiritually. Yeah, maybe I haven't been working out and maybe my diet hasn't been the best, but I have been up leveling and clearing so much out of my heart, out of my mind, out of my soul. And now it's time to align my physicality with it, detoxing. We just had a full moon. The best time to do a detox is right after a full moon. So, like I said, don't set resolutions. Just start paying attention, really paying attention to your daily habits, what you do on a daily basis, and tweak them. Forcibly tweak them. It's going to take a little bit of force on your end to actually make it happen. But you'll see as you start to get used to it, get more comfortable with it, you're just going to create momentum and you're going to actually love the transformation that you have accomplished and that you are moving towards. So that's my message for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing to the channel. Share this message with a friend, with someone that you feel also needs a little kick in the ass or a little boost or a little bit of a mentality shift to get them in the right direction. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.